Hey guys, it's time for the last episode of BJJTV this school year.
In this show, we are going to take a look at how one local restaurant is unique to our area and how one teen copes with dyslexia.
We will also take a look at some exciting summer plans a few of our fellow Blue Jays have this year.
But first, in our top story, we are going to take a look at a project that Interact Club did that helped out several young girls who needed it the most.
A lot of the girls at school sometimes forget to carry some of the feminine products that they need.
Many headlines from right here in America show us that many teenage girls lack the proper resources for feminine hygiene products. Many girls resort to staying at home rather than going to school to avoid embarrassment. But at Washington High School, this doesn't have to be the case.
The period pantry is a box full of tampons and pads that is available to any girl who would need those products.
The Interact Club at the high school is in charge of it, and it's in 3 rooms right next to the bathrooms. It's in Miss Perryman's room, Miss Stahl's room, and Miss Flynn's room.
There have been times in every woman's life where they haven't realized they might need a product, and this is a safe space for them to come and find something that they need. Every girl who's used it has been entirely discreet, and no one has made a big deal about it at all.
The period pantry may not be well known, but it is very convenient and accessible.
Just like a box right by the door, and you can just go in at any time and just grab whatever you need and then walk right back into the bathroom.
I'm glad that we have this resource for students. It's not always for students who can't afford it, but there are those students also. So if they need a tampon or a pad and they just don't have those resources, that this is available to them.
If you're interested in donating, it is quite easy.
You can talk to Miss Flynn or any of the officers of Interact. I'm an officer this year, so you could come talk to me about donating or just drop it off in any of the boxes or in the rooms.
We are all here for each other, and that's kind of what the period pantry symbolizes, I think, to me and the rest of the school.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, this is Colton Souders reporting.
You may drive right past it and take it for granted, or you may be a regular customer. But right here in Washington, Wimpy's has been a part of our community for decades. Claire Ayers has the details.
Burgers are an American obsession. Just look at how many we eat. Americans consume 50 billion burgers a year. That's a lot of burgers. With so many burgers consumed, we decided it was time to determine an amazing burger served locally. Not fast food chain, but something unique to our part of Missouri.
The restaurant actually was established in 1935. 1932 is actually whenever the Popeye cartoon was established, and it wasn't a cartoon, it was a comic strip. And Wimpy was actually a main character in the original Popeye comic strip, and he was known for eating hamburgers. And so that is where they came up with the name Wimpy's.
Wimpy's is an iconic spot in Washington that has drawn people in for years.
My grandma always goes in there, so I always went with her probably since I could walk.
When I'm off, I usually come in here. This is my second time this week.
I actually worked here for the original owners, the Watermans, from 1986 until 1992. In 1999, things weren't going very well for up here. They were actually looking for a manager. I was approached and I said, sure, why not? I'll try it, see if I like it, and a couple years later, we bought it.
The customers of Wimpy's would all agree it's the perfect place for a good burger and a good time.
Why do I keep coming back? To catch the news of Washington. It's better than buying the paper.
You could go in there and talk to so-and-so, but you could also, kind of tease with somebody else at the same time. Very lighthearted.
Come in here and socialize. Most places you don't do that.
Not only does the atmosphere draw people in, Wimpy's classic menu offers a twist that brings people back.
We have a very unique item. The unique item is a brain sandwich. It's a pork brain. It is original to the menu.
It's kind of like a regular burger, but it's a lot, not in a bad way, but squishy. It has its own distinct flavor.
My reply to many of them that say that's disgusting, I tell them, well, you just ate the rear end of a cow, so what does it matter if you eat the brain of a pig?
Wimpy's is located at 521 Jefferson Street, open Monday through Saturday, 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. I am Claire Ayers reporting.
Thanks to the First Amendment,
I have
the right to practice whatever religion I choose.
Thanks to the First Amendment,
I have
the right to assemble freely.
Thanks to the First Amendment,
I
I have the right to influence laws through petition.
Thanks to the First Amendment, I have a voice, and so do you. Protect the First Amendment.
Reading is something that many people take for granted, but for some people, reading is a true struggle. Peyton DeBurkey has the story.
Tom Cruise, Jennifer Aniston, Albert Einstein, and Tim Tebow all have more in common than just being successful in their fields. These individuals all battle with dyslexia.
Dyslexia is when you mix up your letters, when you mix up like your D's and B's or your M's and N's. Most of the time it's like D's and B's, that's what I struggle with.
Statistics show that 1 out of 5 American students have a language-based learning disability. Jackie Etter is just one of these individuals.
So in 2nd grade, they noticed that I was avoiding reading and struggled with it. So then about I think my end of 2nd grade, I went and got tested and they told me that I had a reading disability and that I had dyslexia and a couple other things and that I would have to go to special classes to get help.
Not only did this affect Jackie's reading, but it affected her self-esteem as well.
Reading especially, and then you don't want to go into your English classes because you have to read out loud and whenever you're in a class, you sit towards the back, that way the teacher doesn't call on you, and then when you do read, you stutter, and then it makes you feel self-conscious about reading.
Luckily for Jackie, there were people to help her out along the way.
I went to a tutor for 5 years. Her name was Yolanda. She saved my life. She taught me how to fluently read, which is big because they told me I would never learn how to fluently read. So she taught me how to sound things out and how to slow down and work through it. And then sooner or later, I got to my reading level I'm supposed to be at, and then I could officially drop my AP.
Jackie has some advice for others who struggle with their own learning disabilities.
Go to a tutor. I know you don't want to admit that you're going to a tutor, but it helps a lot. If you don't go to a tutor and if you don't get help, then you're not going to go anywhere. You can't just do it on your own. You need the help.
I am Peyton DeBurkey reporting.
Summer break is just a few days away, and some Blue Jays have very exciting plans.
With the school year winding down, everyone seems to be looking forward to summer. A few people are using this time to further their education.
I'm going to go to MABA in June, which is the Missouri Agribusiness Academy.
This summer I'm actually going to 2 different workshops/fellowships, and then I'm taking another student tour, myself and Mrs. Flynn.
While Maddie and Miss Graves are using their summers for educational purposes, Abby Kipp is getting in touch with her faith.
I do quite a few church camps. We go to girls camp, and that's just for 12 to 18-year-old girls who are part of our church.
While some like to keep their summers free, these 3 individuals are looking forward to their busy schedules.
So the 2 that I'm going to, one is in Montana. It's through the National Endowment for the Humanities, and it's about the Battle of Little Bighorn and the Sioux War. And the second program is through the American Bar Institute, or the American Bar Association, and it is about the Supreme Court.
Their big push for MABA is helping producers relate to consumers, which is going to be nice to learn about.
It's called Youth Conference, and this year we're pretending to be pioneers, and so we're pulling hand carts and stuff. We call it Trek. Our religion, the Mormons, went from Missouri to Utah pulling hand carts and stuff, so we're just pretending to be pioneers.
With summer just around the corner, these participants are excited for these opportunities.
Honestly, I just want to meet a whole lot of people.
Hopefully, I'll be able to make more friends.
It's really cool for me when I just get to be the kid again in the classroom and absorb all the knowledge and ask questions and learn about things that I'm really interested in.
Whether you're traveling this summer or relaxing at home, Blue Jay Journal TV wishes you a fun and safe summer. I'm Grace Bryson reporting.
Well guys, this is Emma and I's last time you will see us on this program.
That's right, I'm headed off to Arkansas to pursue my dreams to become a travel nurse.
And I'm going to Mizzou to study journalism.
Even though we are both headed on different career paths, we are both thankful for our 2 years here in Blue Jay Journal TV.
So for one last time, this is Kate Freitag.
And I'm Emma Piershaw.
Goodbye, Washington.